Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today we've got something we haven't done in a very long time, and it's a game. It was a Kickstarter project, like many board games nowadays, and it is called the Shivers. And the Shivers is a pop-up tabletop mystery adventure. Ooh. The box is very heavy. I mean, I'm not quite sure what it contains, but it is quite heavy. And you do have some supplements, which were the supplements for the Kickstarter. So what is it? Well, it is a pop-up game. So as you can see, you've got pop-ups, and literally it's a bit like those escape room things, from what I understand. I mean, I haven't looked at it yet, and you actually have clues hidden in the pop-ups, so that you can actually resolve the mystery. So I'm quite excited with that. I did the Kickstarter at the time. It's been a long time coming, because they had so much trouble with basically fabrication, because of course if you are building a pop-up, it needs to work, and you do have some extras here, but we're going to see what this box contains that is so heavy, and I'm very excited to discover that game, because I've actually been waiting for that game for a fair bit, because when they announced it as a Kickstarter, I was already quite excited about it. I just can't get over this is so heavy. So the version you are seeing is the deluxe game, which was actually the Kickstarter exclusive. There is a regular version of the game that's now out. You can, or they do have they have set up an online store, so you can, if you're looking for the Shivers online, you should be able to find the box, the game to order. So what do you, well, actually it is exactly what they say in this. You are invited to visit www.theshiversgame.com and join Adventurers Club. So here you go, that's the actual name of the website. So what do we have in here? We do have a quick tutorial guide. I'm not going to open everything as usual. You do have, of course, the little stand-up characters. You do have well, more stand-up characters, because there's quite a few of those. You do have a few monsters. Then what is it? You can create your own characters. You've got some little, I suppose those may be some of the, oh yes, those are the actual characters. Player instruction. So yeah, you do have each of the little, you've got, you can play cats and dogs. Cats and dogs were actually Kickstarter exclusive, if I remember well. You do have, what do we have then? It's still extremely heavy. I haven't opened this. You've got the history of Fogmore. You've got the storyteller's companion, and the full instruction. So you've got 3 booklets. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, the instructions are, of course, how to play the game. The Shivers storyteller's companion are basically for the game master. It works a bit like, you know, you have someone who has to tell the story, because it's a storytelling game as well. And the history of Fogmore, which is basically the Fogmore is the house in which everything is happening. So they do have a book, and it's actually very cool. You've got the family tree. You've got basically all of the information, which I think is quite funny, because let me check this, because I think actually what they've done here is that the residents of the place are literally the people who actually financed the Kickstarter. If I'm not got it written so small. I'm just looking if I see my name. It's one of those things, because that would be the best way. Yep, I can see my name in that list. I won't show you, but that's basically all the Kickstarter people. It's actually a very, very cool way of doing it. And then you do have the episode guide. So you do have a lot of things, and I still don't know what is so heavy. And you do have another episode guide. You do have the characters. You do have, oh, actually, you do have little pens. What is there? Oh, because of course it's a mystery game, you do have actually some magnifying glasses. Those are little stands, I think, to help with the characters. We do have some dice. So I imagine that all that is left now hidden under that box is actually, so you got the expansion 1, expansion 2. Those were included in deluxe game. I think that if you want to buy the regular game, you have to buy them separately. And I just dropped, of course, the thing that I didn't want to drop. As you can see, I started to, there's some weird bits that I dropped, and I'm not quite sure in what they do, but I wanted to show you mostly the actual pop-ups. So this is one of the rooms. It looks absolutely fantastic, and as you can see, you do have some items. Let's see, for example, here you can actually open the little door, and you do have some empty spaces, and if I understand correctly, you would have to, if I can find them, because otherwise it would be nice if I could find them. Basically, you do have something that you slide in that will give you some, you basically, you can slide in the back here a little card. It would help, of course, if I found one of the cards. Right, so that would be it. Basically, some of those items, but they are, yes, here you go. Basically, what you find here are all the elements that will be inserted in the pop-ups to play the game. So this is the spooky study, which is the first one I can show you. You've got the cluttered kitchen. I mean, this is really very, very cool. It's very nicely done. And same thing, you do have some, those actually can open. You got little door that open here. You can open also the oven here, as you can see. So there's little things everywhere, and those are the board games. So that's the creepy courtyard, and it looks very, very creepy indeed. You do have this, which is one of the corridors, I suppose. I just wanted to show you all this because that is so superbly done. I'm actually really amazed at how nice it looks. You do have the loathsome laboratory, and ooh, that's a big one. And we do have the peculiar parlor. So let's see how this one opens. So here you go, that's the big room. Of course it's still a bit stuck, but I'm not going to open completely, but literally you've got all those things that go in the back, so you can fill the portraits, and it's very, very nice. And that stairs, so this is so nicely done. I'm really, really surprised. Well, I'm not, because I expected it to be good, but that's actually not bad. Let me show you. So you do have the character, so you can play all those characters in the house, which are really cool. and I won't open them because that would spoil the pleasure, but actually maybe I will, just to show you what it looks like. So so basically you've got all those things, and we're going to put that in the big, we're going to open the peculiar parlor because that's actually the easiest one to do, as I've got. So if I do the peculiar parlor and I fit in, so basically you are sliding this and you actually have all the decor for everything, and all of those things. So for example, if I open this little door now, that is here, if I open that door, if I can manage it, you do have something hidden in the cupboard, whereas you didn't have anything before. So that's the design. And then you've got an adventure. Just think of it as a murder party or an escape room type of thing, and you actually have the whole house to do. And if you think, oh well, that's going to be very limited, well actually well, there is 2 adventures in the parlor, and there's more. That's all the adventures are here, and they are just clues. So and of course you can add the extensions, because there's expansions for absolutely everything. So it's a really, I think it's a really cool game. You can find some demo to see how it works online. YouTube has them. And that's about all I can show you. Oh yeah, basically I didn't show you this, but those were the extras for the Kickstarter. You've got the ghost characters and you've got some little extra bits as well, but that was exclusive to the Kickstarter. So here you go. It is called the Shivers, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And well, I can't wait to start playing with it, because that sounds really, really like a lot of fun. And I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.